Fidas here, and here we are in Parsha Vayelech. And in this week's Parsha, we have something so cool that it only happens once every 7 years. Hakel. Now, what is Hakel? Now, imagine this. The entire Jewish people, men, women, children, babies, every single person gathering together in the Beit HaMikdash. And who else is there? The King of Israel. And he reads to everybody a certain portion from the Torah. It is a big, huge family reunion, almost like Har Sinai when we received the Torah. What a beautiful experience. Now, it seems so amazing. I wish I could see it with my own eyes. I wish I could experience it, but we don't have a king and we don't have a temple. And yeah, this is the year right after Shemitah, but we're missing all the other pieces. Hakel is something that we can learn so much from, even though we can't experience it right now. And hopefully one day soon, we will be able to. Hakel happens the year after Shemitah. This past year, we had something called Shemitah, which we've spoken about in the past. Shemitah is a very spiritual year. It's the 7th year in which the farmers don't work the land at all. And during that year, they trust in God that there will be enough food and that they will have enough livelihood. And during that year, they take the time to work on themselves, to learn Torah, to do chesed, to help other people. And during that year, that is their focus. Once the year is over, back to work, back to business, and everybody starts working. Now, Hakel happens during Sukkot, which is after Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, so something that would happen pretty soon in our calendar. Now, why does God say stop as soon as they already started working and take this trip to come to Jerusalem and experience Hakel? We learn that it's something beautiful and something special that we can implement into our lives right now as we're sitting in between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, which is that last year, maybe for you, it was Rosh Hashanah. It was a high. It was a spiritual high. The shofar, I love it. It gets to me. It goes right into my heart and inspires me. Being in shul, being with my family, eating the apple and honey, so many things were done in Rosh Hashanah to make sure we have the most amazing year. But now, as we go into Yom Kippur has a different vibe. It has a different feeling. And for some of us, can be a little bit more difficult because it's a harder work. We have to be a little bit more serious and more real with ourselves to fully get the most out of Yom Kippur. But God says, you have to read this Parsha now. You have to learn about Hakel now. Why? Because just like all of the people that came out of that year of Shemitah, that spiritual experience of relying fully on God and connecting, they need to say stop. And they need to remember that they're always connected to the Jewish people. They need this experience, this almost like Har Sinai, to bring them back to spirituality. Don't just go back to work. Keep that experience with you. Now, as we're coming off a beautiful, inspirational Rosh Hashanah, we want to keep that flow going. Keep the inspiration going. Keep that growing as we go into Yom Kippur, as we go into Sukkot, and hopefully that inspiration and energy and love of Judaism and Torah and Jewish people will take us into an amazing year. That is something that we can do right now. All we need to do is keep that flow, keep that energy going. First, start with Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.